Yes. As we have seen that Dinesh Mukherjee was the only person who could clarify his doubt upon his visit to Ranchi. Then Bipin Babu suddenly thought of Dinesh Mukherjee. The man had said that Dinesh was in Ranchi at the same time. The man, in the sense, Parimal Ghosh, said that along with Bipin Babu, the main character in the story, was also with Dinesh Mukherjee at the time when he went to Ranchi. Okay, so he could only ask the person Dinesh Mukherjee to know whether they both have gone to Ranchi or not. He lived quite near in Benindhan Street. What about going right now? But then, if he had really never been to Ranchi, what would Dinesh think if Bipin Babu asked for a confirmation? Suppose if he asked Dinesh Mukherjee regarding his visit to Ranchi, if he had not really gone to Ranchi, that would be a damn shame for Bipin Choudhury. So we couldn't ask anybody unless we know the details about. So he cannot even confirm with Dinesh Mukherjee whether he had gone to Ranchi. What would Dinesh think if Bipin Babu asked for a confirmation? Suppose if he really asked him for a confirmation, how would he think about him? He would probably conclude Bipin Babu was going nuts. Suppose Dinesh Mukherjee would come to know that he didn't remember the visit to Ranchi, or if Bipin Babu would say that, Dinesh Mukherjee would say that they had not gone to Ranchi, okay, it would become a very clear information that Bipin Babu's memory is completely lost, and he would think about Bipin Babu that he was going nuts in the sense getting crazy, going nuts in the sense going mad or getting crazy. So he couldn't even ask him. It would be ridiculous to ask him. Suppose if he prepared to ask that man Dinesh Mukherjee regarding his visit to this place, okay, he cannot even think about that he was doing it in a right way. It would be ridiculous to him. And he knew how ruthless Dinesh's sarcasm could be. Okay, suppose Dinesh Mukherjee would think him about it. Okay, and he knew how ruthless Dinesh's sarcasm could be. He would be little sarcastic towards Bipin Babu. He might make fun of him. So that's why he didn't ask. He prepared his mind not to ask Dinesh Mukherjee regarding his visit to Ranchi. Sipping a cold drink in his air-conditioned living room, Bipin Babu felt at ease again. Okay, he started sipping his cold drink. It's not cool drink, it is cold drink. In his air-conditioned living room. Okay, he lives in an air-conditioned living room, and he was there, and he's slowly sipping his drink. Bipin Babu felt at ease again. Again, he felt all right. Okay, he was calm and quiet. Such a nuisance just because they have nothing else to do. It was such a nuisance of asking about the visit to Ranchi to Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee. They go about getting into others people's hair. Means he might be annoying somebody else by asking such stupid questions. Like getting into people's hair means interfering with and annoying somebody on some reason. Suppose unnecessarily if he just make a call or write a letter to Dinesh Mukherjee and ask about his confirmation of the visit to Ranchi would cause irritation to Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee, his thought. Okay, two things are there. Strongly he felt two different things. One is he might make sarcasm, or it would be ruthless, and one more, it won't be nice to ask him. Why, he might think Bipin Babu is going nuts. Okay, that's why he kept quiet. Next day in the office, Bipin Babu noticed that with every passing hour, the previous day's encounter was occupying more and more of his mind. The next day he went to office. By sitting at his place, he started thinking about what had happened in the previous day, the person whom he met, and what kind of conversation that took place between them. it was troubling his mind. That means preoccupied his mind. His mind is full of thoughts that how he met Parimal Ghosh and how he asked certain questions which he couldn't get back to his mind. He couldn't recall them. Okay, he is questioning himself. He is also thinking about whether he had gone to Ranchi. Okay, if the man knew so much about Bipin Babu, how could he make such a mistake about Ranchi's trip? So when a man knows some private and personal details about Bipin Babu, how it could be a wrong thing of taking a mistaken identity, like saying something more about Ranchi. I'm sure that Bipin was thinking that he was sure enough that he hadn't been to Ranchi. Okay, after he had seen the scar on his knee, right knee, and the 1 inch long cut that he received on his right leg or the right knee, is giving a direct evidence that he had got that injury some time ago. But it was not sure whether he received that injury at that time when he went to Ranchi, and he was very sure about that he hadn't been to Ranchi. Just before lunch, Bipin Babu decided to ring up Dinesh Mukherjee. It was better to settle the question over the phone. At least the embarrassment on his face wouldn't show. So after lunch, he wanted to make a call to Dinesh Mukherjee, whom that Parimal Ghosh blamed that he had gone along with him to Ranchi. Actually, Ranchi trip was being done by both of them, who Bipin Babu as well as this man Dinesh Mukherjee. So he prepared his mind to make a call to Dinesh Mukherjee in order to put an end to his question. 235616 Bipin Babu dialed the number. So he picked the phone and started speaking to him. Hello, is that Dinesh? This is Bipin here. Well, what's the news? I just wanted to find out if you recalled an incident which took place in 1958. So finally he rang up Dinesh Mukherjee and asked him directly whether he had come along with him to Ranchi in the year 1968, and he was also asking him whether he could recall 58. What incident? And he was asking, Dinesh Mukherjee is asking him back to Bipin Babu, what incident exactly you are mentioning? Were you in Calcutta right through that year? That's the first thing I've got to know. Wait just a minute. 58. Just let me check in my diary. So straight away he started asking him, were you in Calcutta right through that year? That year, were you there in Calcutta or did you go to Ranchi? He didn't express Ranchi. Did you go anywhere? He asked. Then what was his answer? He just wanted to check his diary and find out whether he had really gone to somewhere or whether he was there in Calcutta. For a minute, there was a silence. Bipin Babu could feel that his heartbeat had gone up. He was sweating a little. Hello? Yes, I've got it. I had been out twice. Okay, what that Dinesh Mukherjee said to him? He had gone out twice. Once in February, nearby to Krishna Nagar, to a nephew's wedding. What did he say? So once I went to Krishna Nagar in the month of February, and it was the wedding of my nephew, he said. Dinesh Mukherjee's nephew's wedding he attended in the month of February. And then, but you would know about this one, the trip to Ranchi. What did he say? In 1958, yes, we had gone to Ranchi. You were there too. Not only me, you were also there with me. We both have gone to Ranchi. That's all. But what's all this sleuthing about? Why are you investigating all these things with me? So have you remembered or have you recalled or have you forgotten about this? I think Mr. Bepin Choudhury was completely forgotten the trip that they had gone together to Ranchi. So here Dinesh Mukherjee has given clarity that in 1958 they both had gone to Ranchi. Okay, now it is being cleared. No, I just wanted to. Anyway, thanks. I'm not investigating. Sleuthing in the sense. Sleuthing. Sleuthing means what? investigating or finding out something seriously. Okay, this man asked, why are you sleuthing all these details now? Then Bipin Babu said, no, I just wanted to know. Anyway, thanks. He just paid his gratitude to him and put down the phone. Bipin Babu slammed the receiver down and gripped his head with his hands. Why did he grip his head in both of his hands? Because he was questioning himself, he is blaming himself, he started criticizing himself, he started finding fault with him that he had completely forgotten the trip to Ranchi. So now he has got the clarity. In 1958, he went to Ranchi. He went to Hudru Falls. There he had got a fall. So whatever Parimal Ghosh said, everything had come to right path. So he came to know that he had gone to finally that problem was being solved. Bipin Babu slammed that receiver down and gripped his head with his hands. He felt his head swimming. What's happening to his head? It is swimming, means completely he was in soup, completely he was in great confusion. Okay, a chill seemed to spread over his body. What does it mean by chill seemed to spread all over his body? It means he started sweating and the chills started and the drops of that sweat was okay, dropping down at his back. There were sandwiches in his tiffin box, but he did not eat them. He had lost his appetite. His appetite was completely gone off. There were sandwiches in his tiffin box, but he was not prepared to eat them. He did not eat them. He had lost all his appetite. I request every one of you to take your textbooks and read all the information. Who is Dinesh Mukherjee, the friend of Bipin Babu? Who is Parimal Ghosh? Actually, he was a stranger who had come from Ranchi. Why there is an investigation going on with Bipin Babu, you know? All the personal or private information of Bipin Babu was with Parimal Ghosh. Actually, Parimal Ghosh would like to know whether Bipin Babu had gone to Ranchi. Okay, but Bipin Babu said that he hadn't been to Ranchi because he had completely forgotten. So when he had gone to Ranchi. Okay, children, please read this textbook. Every single incident, whatever we have seen from this lesson, please be read very carefully and please answer the questions which I have given down. Comprehension check. This is my old textbook. On my textbook, the questions are there on page number 65. According to your new revised editions, what is the number? I don't know. This is the comprehension check after we have completed the second part of Bipin Choudhury's Lapse of Memory. Okay, we'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye, take care, and please read this lesson carefully. Thank you.